I call this order of Siloam Springs Planning Commission to order. Roll call, please.
Song? Here. Montgomery? Here. Sally?
Here.
McKinney?
Here.
Smith?
Here.
Driscoll?
Here.
McKenzie? Here.
Thank you very much. First, you've all received minutes from our meeting on February the 9th, 2021. Are there any changes or additions to those minutes? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, please remember to either raise your hand or pull your mask or something where our secretary or where the clerk could get your names. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Before we start on the first item tonight, the property located at 22,000 Highway 16, significant development permit was pulled from the agenda due to legal notification issues. It will be rescheduled tentatively for April the 13th. First item on the agenda, significant development permit SD 21-04, Ben Rose.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commission. I'm Ben Rhodes, Senior Planner. Before you, you're looking at a significant development permit occurring at 2120 Highway 412 East. This is a vacant field located just north of the former 2B's location. The proposal is for a new car sales facility. Here you see the full site plan provided by the applicant. They are planning for an additional driveway on the north of the current drive, and there is ample parking for their display vehicles, customer employee parking, and also a return vehicle parking area at the rear of the store. Here you see the landscaping. It includes islands inside the interior, the parking areas, as I'm circling there, as well as ample landscaping along the perimeter with trees and shrubs. Here's the elevation view showing you generally what the property will look like from its front-facing elevation. And this slide shows you how the project will appear when fit into the overall environment. Again, this is this location just north of the existing 2B's building. And lastly, here's the site view. This is looking north. Keep in mind that Highway 412 is on the right, and this is where it runs north-south, which is why it would be on the right-hand side of the photo. As you know, the applicant, as I mentioned, is currently occupying this space. That's the former 2B's location. The plan is for the full relocation to the facility, proposed facility to the north, and this facility would then be used for another car sales business, also owned and operated by the owner, but not the America Car-Mart. So with that, staff is recommending approval. There is one condition needed on the sidewalk fee due to the limited space for a sidewalk along the frontage of Highway 412 because there's a drainage ditch right there, and it would be very problematic to get a sidewalk and also accommodate the existing drainage. So they are paying a fee in lieu. Whenever the highway is widened by RDOT, they will include a sidewalk as part of that. That's their standard for doing any widening projects. And with that, we are available for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Are there any questions or comments from the audience? Commissioners, do you have questions of Ben? Seeing no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve significant development 2104, subject to the following conditions. The applicant shall pay a sidewalk fee in lieu prior to building permit issue.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve significant development 21-04. Roll call, please.
Montgomery,
Yes.
Sally,
Yes.
Kenny,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Driscoll,
Yes.
McKenzie,
Yes.
Song.
Yes.
Motion is approved. Next item on our agenda tonight is special use development permit SU 21-01. Ben Rhodes, please.
Just a note on the last item that will go to the April 6th Board of Directors meeting for final review and approval. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Yes, so before you is, and thank you, Chair, Mr. and Commission. You're looking at a special use development permit. This is occurring at 2203 South Lincoln Street. The request is to use a portion of the property for an outdoor photography studio. Due to the request for a freestanding sign, the applicant must apply for a special use permit to allow this business in the R2 zone. Here is a letter from the property owner, just with a brief explanation of the business by the applicant. Clientele will come to the site with their photographer to use the property as essentially as a backdrop for these photos. And I'll give you a few more seconds to read that. So moving forward, this is the proposed site plan. As I indicated in staff report, they will be having a parking area in the center here with a driveway connection to the parking area that's north of the existing house. And so in addition to the 8 spaces, there will be an area inside the home for roughly 100 square foot office that's just going to be used to manage the business, but it's not, my understanding, that no customers are supposed to be going in there. Just for sake of disclosing everything, we did want to show just generally what the driveway looks like. This is an existing driveway that's basically used to access the rear acreage. As I mentioned, they are wanting to put a sign up, and so that's the main thing that's triggering the special use permit. Otherwise, it would just be considered a home occupation license. And so the sign more than likely goes somewhere around the driveway just to let people know where to turn in to get to this back parking lot for their photos. So finally, you're looking at the site plan. This is looking north, Lincoln Street on the left. We looked at this and we don't feel there needs to be any conditions for the approval. So with that, we are recommending approval as is, and we stand ready for any of your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Or is there anyone from the audience? Seeing none. Commissioners, do you have questions? With no questions, I'll roll call. Oh, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon, I'll entertain a motion on SU 21-01.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the special use development permit SU 21-01.
Second.
Motion and a second for approval of SU 2101. Now let's do roll call.
Sally,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Driscoll,
Yes.
McKenzie, excuse me.
Yes.
Song,
Yes.
Montgomery.
Yes.
Motion is approved. This will go to the board on April the 6th, 2021. Next item on our agenda tonight is City Comprehensive Plan Monthly Update.
Yes, as all of you know, the city has embarked in a new comprehensive plan. This was the subject of the last workshop, joint workshop that you guys attended. So what I'll be doing from now on until this is approved, which is roughly about 18 months from now, I'm going to be doing a monthly report, kind of a status update. I don't know if I'm always going to be presenting on it, but it will definitely be included in the packet each time, basically what you had included in there, which is essentially just giving you a snapshot of the past activities and occurring the previous month, as well as anything upcoming that's planned, just so it's on your radar as a planning commission. You should definitely be aware of what's going on with the comprehensive plan on a monthly basis. So the current matter at hand, as all of you hopefully know, there will be a public open house meeting to be held at the public library. That's going to be on March the 18th. I believe that's a Thursday, from 6 to 8. And so anyone is encouraged to attend. It's an open house style, so everyone, you don't have to show up exactly at 6 o'clock. If you get in at 7 o'clock, it'll be fine because it's an open house for the entire meeting. There's also, I want to make sure everyone is aware, there is a survey and a website, and the survey is on the website. It's pretty easy to remember. It's just siloamsprings2040.com. So if you go there, there's a great place you can sign up for updates and notifications, as well as completing the survey, which is really important to kind of get an assessment of where we are as a community, where we're going in the future, and what do we need to be changed. So with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions just on the comp plan, if there's anything that you guys have.
Commissioners, do you have any questions or comments, please?
Ben, maybe I missed this from the last workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Sending out mails to publicize the survey?
Yes, there will be a mailer that's put in that they're working on right now. That's going to be put in the utility bills. I believe the first round is going to be mailed out in mid-March, and then the one at the end of the month. So it will be more geared towards the survey than the meeting, obviously, because the second round was going to be after the meeting. But yeah, everybody in Siloam will be given an opportunity to at least be made aware of the plan and where to go to make comments.
Got it.
So.
Thank you.
Other questions?
Ben, do they know the response rate yet for the survey? How's the uptake been? Is there any info?
I haven't checked it today, but it's been fairly good. It's kind of started out kind of slow, as you might expect, but as more momentum is building, I don't have an exact number for you or anything, but I can get that to you later if you want. Yeah, I just have to find out from the consultant. This is one of unlike the 2008 plan, that was done entirely in-house by staff. This plan is being done by a consultant, so I'll need to consult with the consultant to find out where we are things.
Ben, remind me when that survey period closes.
I believe it's going to be April 12th as of right now, as what they said, but there is a possibility that might be extended later. They do need to really wrap it up at some point because they have to be able to take that information and move on to the next stage of the plan. So I don't know if it's going to be a hard cutoff, but it'll be sometime, that early to mid part of April. So.
My only concern was plenty of time after that utility mailer goes out. I know I just got my utility bill, so April 12th, you would think for the next billing cycle wouldn't leave much of a window beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, they're supposed to, so the people in the second half, I believe, will get and I don't quote me on the exact date, but it's sometime around the 26th of March or so that those are mailed out. So hopefully they would have at least a couple of weeks, the people that are getting the second round of mailers to jump into the survey. So, you're welcome.
Then if I remember correctly, the last plan happened in 2008.
Yes.
So is this something that we do every 12 years or not really?
There's not really a set time that you have to redo a plan. It's generally good practice to look at them at least once every 10 years because, things do
Right.
evolve and change. Yeah.
And my next question was, so from your perspective, how was that plan from '08 impacted the city?
That's a that's a good question. I think the biggest impact, as all of you would know as planning commissioners, is the future land use map, because that really has been the primary guide to determine future growth in terms of zoning and annexations. But as far as goals, I think the parks additions, particularly Chacon Park, was definitely a checkoff on the plan because when that was written, there was no park on the south side of town, and people are pretty much segregated off by Highway 412, and so that was a big win. I think improvements to our infrastructure as well, streets, things like that. I think if you go through there, you'll see a lot of things that get checked off. So.
Got it. Thank you.
Any other? Thank you, Ben. Next item on our agenda is staff-approved permits.
All right, this is the last one. We're looking at a lot split that's happened at 2430 Keck Road. This is a split off a 2.5 acre lot into creating two lots. And this already went to the board on March 2nd for easements. And here you see the split. This is essentially splitting the southern lot off, both accessible off of the future extension of Gary Turner Road access easement. So I'm happy to answer any questions on this.
Commissioners? Okay, with that being said, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
We have a motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.